GeezerWoW again. We're going to see if there's any business with our banker. I don't remember her going to the... Well, there was one thing. Yes, the grew and leather scraps. So we got a little bit of silver. And that's pretty much all. So back to GeezerWoW. Everything seems to be set up okay, except oops, our standard finder. We are proceeding south along the coast. Last time, this is where I collected... I could be wrong. I thought I collected a relic or something here that I could turn in. That Mage did. You'll notice right in front of us there's a little boot sticking out to the west, a little to the northwest. There's a vendor there. Now we can see him on both maps.
How may I help?
And he has extra recipes, none of which I can use. I have to have cooking 50, cooking 90, 175. So,
Till next we meet.
good to know where it is. And also see triangle cut. Which will help me skill up herbalism for quite a while, I think. 100, 125, and I need to see a trainer again. There are murlocs, and there is another beached sea turtle. It looks like some other player has been here and wiped them all out very recently. The main thing to remember when you see an area deserted of mobs, you expect them to be there, is that they may be respawning and you could easily get a lot of ads in a short amount of time. But I think I'll be safe in coming from this side, sort of away from the shell. Equipping, fishing, Alt 9. I'm going to scoot a little closer and get in this pool. I get a credit or an achievement for simply fishing in a pool. But the oily blackmouths are good for alchemy and good for the auction house. These are 13s, I'm a 13. Sometimes along the shore there are also crates of food or milk. Warriors can use milk in certain recipes. Well, all can use milk in certain recipes, but warriors don't really need it. It's a buff food. No, I'm sorry. It's a mana food. Are they all dead? Wow. Somebody's making it easy for me. Unless that seer sees me, which it does, except he's bigger than I am. So, bleed him.
I didn't do that yet.
Give him the sword voodoo claw, because I'm hurting here. I may have to run or die. Oh no, I'll run. Yes, if he is healing, there's no way I could get away from him. Oh goody, my first death in dark short. In this particular cemetery, it's very far south of anywhere I've ever been. This particular place I don't want to fall into because there's really only one way back out. There's a broad road, but it's sort of a detour, so the Master's Glaive, until a quest brings you in here, there's nothing simply to run through. Interestingly, I have the quest, but with a little bit of an advantage, like buffing up and then plunging in. I would like to take that 14. It did not start well for me. So my corpse is well within the mini-map. I should be seeing mobs if there are any. And there I am. Now you might not have noticed this before. I don't think I pointed out, but using the buttons to move. This is my corpse. But when I resurrect, it becomes my skeleton. I did mention finding another skeleton. It will remain on the beach for, I don't know, some hours or days. In fact, I may be able to get an idea about that. Briarthorn is an herb I haven't collected, but it's within my skill now to do that. So I plan to do that. I've used all the bogling root. Didn't save me. Briarthorn grows against trees, similar to silverleaf. Swift thistle, like with GeezerWoW and some other things, isn't gathered by itself, but shows up with other things. It's a 13 bear. I haven't shot anything yet. I have no skill. The bear is my level. Two. Put the bleed up again. That had ended it better. And largely caught up for my rested bonus. I'm a long way south. And I've aggroed a Moonstalker. It's a level 15, so this is going to... Oh, well, that's just too bad. Stun them all and run like hell. Another Briarthorn, but I'll die before. Well, maybe my strategy at this point should be to get further north and to see if I can't get to level 14 and maybe even get some more abilities before I start taking on these 15s that gang up on me. I might have been able to slug it out with the 15, but with the ad, there was just no way. Wouldn't hurt to have some healing potions also. And with that in mind, I'm reconsidering delaying skilling up the Mage and trying to get her to learn some alchemy. Grove of the Ancients. Wildwind River. Well, after my run, I'm not too far from the road. Well, I am. Yeah, I'm not too far from the road. I know whoever was working along the beach hasn't really over here very much. This place is crawling with mobs. Don't want to res where that level 15 Moonstalker can get me again. I don't... Ooh. Yeah, and there's another 14 heading right toward me. It's walking away. Rotating myself. Due west. Well, a little bit north, south or west. And I see the road. Ooh, and I see a Moonstalker that I'm aggroing. It's a 14. I'm still highly disadvantaged. (26, 32, 23). Get my shot up.
Not enough range.
Oh, wow, that was a close one. Here's another attack. Yeah. Should have. That was a 15. Well, this time I died right in the road, so it shouldn't be that hard to get back. So going cross country wasn't such a good idea, not so far south. There's a good chance coming back I'll be able to see the furl blogs for that other quest. Been here. Been here. And I should be able to res in the middle of the road buff. Just make sure nothing's running into the road. Okay. Do a buff food. I'm very tempted to try the silver leaf. Maybe I should just go home and count my blessings. I'll go with that. Rabid Thistlebear. Oh, corpse. What level is it? 13. Well, it means there are rabid thistlebears in the area, and I've got the thorium soap and grabber. It's a 15 Moonstalker. Take care. Also, I could farm these for the meat. Charge. Kill. Put up a shot. It runs. I shoot. I shoot.
I'm out of range.
The drop rate for those meats isn't very great. I'm a little intimidated by the level 15 Moonstalkers. Mage Royal. Looks like the coast is cleared. That guy's in the road, so I have to be careful where I go. But shoot, back up, shoot. Bleed. And shoot. Look to see where the Moonstalkers are. I think it died. It's a 14. I could probably take it It'd be useful if he's going to aggro to charge him, though. Well, got one of my meats. Let's just step away to the road here. Well, I'll charge this guy. I can shoot when he runs. Skilling at my bow. And there's the rabbit thistlebear, which...
It is too far away.
He ran awfully fast. I'll just wait until the bow procs. He should come back. There we go. Okay. There he is. Okay, pulling. Capture him. Take him to the road. There's the road. Oh shit. I'm going to run south on the road and hope to outrun this, whatever it is. It's a 13. No, I'm on the 13. Actually escaped. What was he? If he was at 15, I'm lucky that he had to come so far to catch up with me. Also that I didn't get stunned. Now I think if I stay on the road, I can finish 3 quests. I'll back off my mouse wheel a little bit so I can make sure the rabid thistlebear stays with me. Well, Auberdine is a long way off. I'm at Iran. One of the quests takes place here where I'm to whack a number of those little things running around. Acquire this on my way.
How may I help?
The tablets of Metheron.
Good luck, friend.
The idea is to take it when you're going south toward it and not north away from it. Warlock. This may be... It's kind of dicey taking the bear in here with me. I think I'll leave it alone and just take what I have. That may be in the camp that I could have investigated, but I will be back this way. There's... Now it's a 10. Closer to Auberdine. Levels get lower. And this is my turn. And this house right in front of me is where this bear goes. There he is. So I've died and resurrected twice. Now I have some armor, so I'm
What
suspecting
brings you here?
by now I've had some damage. Nice bump. Oh, that's why there are no thistle bears. Whack 20 of them.
Illuminate your path.
Twenty rabid thistle bears. They are both north and south, but they're not immediately north or south. Well, I'm going to go across here and check with the anvil.
Great to meet you.
Yep, sure enough. 25 copper. Can't just keep dying all the time. Move that over there. It's nearly a silver. The loot slowly gets better. Something. And then I have those things to turn
Safe
in
travels.
near the flight master. Very happy 19 rogue.
Greetings.
460. Nearly 5%. 490.
May the stars guide
Nearly
you.
5%. Park it in the inn. Now I'm thinking maybe I should go back and start skilling up my mage. But if I do that, who will be my banker? Well, there are two more capitals, Stormwind and Ironforge. I think I'll create a human. The human will spawn in or go into the world in Stormwind as a human. And I can decide what to do with her after we've started skilling up the mage. But I think leather crafting and maybe enchanting, I'm not sure. Enchanting enhances other things, and enchantments sell well in the auction house, and enchantments use materials that otherwise might go to waste as long as their greens are above. So first I'll roll a human. Well, this sometimes happens. It will be of that body type, and it will be of that race. She already has whitish hair. Fine. Hair's already back. That looks practical. Oh, that looks white. Does she have any piercings? I don't think she does. That looks good enough. She'll be a paladin. Paladins are poor in ranged capabilities, but they are generally very flexible, and they're good in solo. Geez, pal. Some players will call these pallies. If you see that, they're referring to a paladin and not a good friend. So I think I have her. We'll let her enter the world and we'll listen to the intro.
The noble humans of Stormwind are a proud, tenacious race. Though the recent invasion of the demonic Burning Legion decimated their sister kingdom of Lordaeron, the defenders of Stormwind stand vigilant against any who would threaten the sanctity of their lands. Nestled in the foothills of Elwyn Forest, Stormwind City is one of the last bastions of human power in the world. Ruled by the Child King Anduin Wrynn, the people of Stormwind remain steadfast in their commitment to the Grand Alliance. Backed by their stalwart allies, the armies of Stormwind have been called away to fight the savage horde on distant battlefields. With the armies gone, the defense of Stormwind now falls to its proud citizens. You must defend the kingdom against the foul mongrels that encroach upon it, and hunt down the subversive traitors who seek to destroy it from within. Now is the time for heroes. Now humanity's greatest chapter can be told.
See, we have a level 18 here for some reason. But as before, we'll just ignore everybody. There's a nice, safe run as long as I stay in the road. You may have noticed in the flyover to get to North Shire Valley that there was a group of mobs right against the mountains along the north side. Not much you can tell from here, but a level 1 has no business taking the shortcut due east to go into Stormwind. It's raining at the time. That's a nice feature. It makes absolutely no difference except for a little bit of difference in visibility. Otherwise, no difference in gameplay. You see it in some zones more than others. Some are famous for being absolutely dry. There is an inn in Goldshire, and it's sort of a quest hub itself. And that road that we're going to take to the right, going back north, will take us to Stormwind City. Numlock. Now the mobs here can run to level 6. And sometimes they get kind of close to the road. There's a 5. But even a 1, I'm going to say, with the aggro that a 1 pulls, well, he will not chase me too far. He won't chase me past the guard, because the guard would take him. So a little bit close run, but pretty much in here. And I will arrive as usual with nothing. I have 4 abilities showing up on my button bars. And I have the usual backpack with the Hearthstone taking me back to the starting area, so I can just do all this again whenever I'm ready to skill up this Paladin. Paladins have heals, so this will be the first class where we add that complexity. So I am here. And empty-handed, empty-walleted, and simply from exploration, I've already gained 25% experience. So let's finish up. The usual auto loot, the usual combat, usual display, usual social, usual action bars. Names are good. Everything else is good. Settings. Show experience. Make it possible to see it easily. Show skill ups. See them. And we're good. Well, uh-oh. If I didn't, it looks like I missed something in the setup, which we'll find out. What did I overlook? No, that's just that stuff. Social. Now block trades, so the trade channel, maybe it just didn't show up at all. Not to worry. So before she can put anything in the auction house, which is right there with an entrance around on the right, and there's another mailbox actually, before she can put anything in there, she's gonna have to have some money. So I'll be sending to GeezerWoW10. I wonder if I have anything to send now. I'll log out and go back to my main. Shift B. I think I'll move ruined leather scraps over to her. Not terribly efficient, but we'll get her started. Now when I do the G, I have a choice, Mag or Pal, and it's alphabetic, so I have to remember Pal is the banker. Send her that. And how about 5 silver. Okay. Just to make sure she gets it. Got 5 silver, ruined leather scraps. See if you can just auction those. So this is what this auction house looks like. Shift click. So if 20 go for 210, that means 10 go for 105. Call it 1 silver for 10, which is silver, so it's 10 coppers a piece, so 70 coppers should be fine for this. Put a 0, 60, 0, 70, and wait 1 day, and then in the future I hope to have fuller stacks. But in potential this would generate me a little income. I should get back a lot of my deposit. And this is what the bank looks like. The bank of Stormwind, I like to kind of move to the right because I just have that one cord to leap over, and then I can scoot left.
What can I do for you?
And then I have all of this to choose from. So it's just
See
like
you
any other
around.
bank. These, by the way, are guild banks. And if you're not a member, it just ignores. Not a member of any guild, it simply ignores you. All the banks have guild vaults. So this is where I'll be hanging out. So I'm going to rest the main for a little while at level. Well, I'll see in a minute. I'll log out. 13 was it? 13. Let her rest. When I go back in, I'll go to the mage. Go ahead and skill her up and see if I can set her up in alchemy. Okay then, so go back and I'll log out. So this has been a relatively short session. The last one was a relatively long session, so I hope that works for you all. I don't really have a good sense of time when I'm doing this. So much for this GeezerWoW.